Hey lovelies, it's your girl Casual Chrissy. If you're a subscriber, thanks for riding with your girl. If you're new, welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that way you don't miss out on any new videos. So today we're going to talk about an amazing deal that's like time sensitive. You got to get right on it, and it's at Sephora. So if you're interested in finding out what this amazing deal is, keep watching. So first of all, excuse the hair. This is usually how I am 90% of the time, but it is wash day. But I really wanted to make sure I get this video out to you. I hope everyone watches this video right away because today I'm talking about the Smashbox Art. I have to read the back. It's the Smashbox Art Love Color Masterclass. Now, the thing is, this was actually part of the holiday series that, you know how every year around like October or so, Sephora just all of a sudden, well, not just Sephora, like everywhere, all these like holiday collections and makeup lines come out with these super like limited edition packages. Well, Smashbox does this every year as well in their Masterclass series, and this was the 2015 one. So I know you're like, girl, it's May 2016, why are you talking about this? Here's the thing. They have this on sale right now, and I mean like big sale. So this actually normally retails for $65. It is on sale right now for $39. So you know, I love to let you guys know where there's an awesome deal going on with makeup, and I got my hands on it, and I don't want you guys to miss out. I was actually gonna do a hair video this week, but I decided to do this one simply because it is a deal that I do not know how long this is going to last. I have a feeling that this is limited edition, so pretty much once this is sold out, that's it. So I really suggest that you keep on watching and just looking to say, hey, you know, how do these colors look on her, on a slightly darker skin tone if you haven't seen it on one. So when you first open the package, it actually has a little description right here about the designer of the palette. I'm going to mess up the name, I'm sure, but I believe it's Yago Ortel Hernandez. So getting into the actual package was really cool. It opens up sort of like a book, and you have, I believe there's 32 eyeshadows and 8 cheek shadows. And I say cheek because to me really it's 6 of them that are more actual blushes, and then these 2 are actually more of highlighters than anything else. And then you can see it's a little dirty because I had played around with it and I swatched it before actually sitting down to show the video, to record this video. But when you open it up, what I love about this is there's a protective cover, if you can see that, over it. So when it's closed, they're not cross-contaminating. So, and it does snap shut a little bit, so you do have to push a little bit to get it out. And the names of the colors are actually located right on top of the plastic. Now this sheet actually does come out, so if you decide, okay, you know, I really love this side, I only use this side, and I want to take this with me, you can actually pop this right on out if you don't want to just take the whole thing. And then on the back, there's actually you get 4 sheets, and it has like eye looks and suggestions on how, and it tells you exactly which colors to use to achieve the looks on there, which is really cool as well if you're someone who's also learning to play with color. And it gives you ideas on what colors go well with one another for transition shades and lid shades and things of the such. So just getting into the palette really quickly, I love the highlight shades. Now I'm going to be honest, some colors are better than others. So I do find that there are a few that are a little bit powdery, and then some are super creamy. There are some shades, particularly a lot of the shimmer shades, are very creamy. They're almost pretty much, to me, they feel like they're basically a cream eyeshadows. But then there are some that are going to be a little bit chalky, particularly these lighter shades right here. These run a little bit chalk. There is a little bit of fallout, I find, well, kind of a lot of fallout I find with these colors, but to me fallout is not that big of an issue. I actually typically do my eyes first and then put on my face makeup, so for me fallout is not a huge issue. You could always too like do like a little tape under your eyes or something. Like I've seen people do that where they put like tape so that you could get the perfect line. But to me, it's nothing that can't be brushed off really quickly with your powder brush. Now, one thing that's really interesting I did want to point out is that these blue shades, when I swatched them on, they're beautiful colors, but when I swatched them on my hand, on my arm, they like stained my arm. So you just want to make sure if you're going to use these colors, I would suggest using like a an all over lid color first, like a neutral color, like using a primer and like setting it with the all over neutral color, then going into this, because just putting it straight on my arm, it kind of it was just very odd. It stained it, like you could just see my fingerprints. It was the funniest thing to me. Okay, so I really do think that it's one of those palettes that if you have an extra like 40 bucks, like, well, $39, if you have some extra money laying around, I really do think that you should invest in this. To me, this is more of the palette for someone who loves makeup, growing to love makeup, and just, it's really a collector's item piece because it is a little bit bulky, but I personally like it. I don't want to necessarily say it's not an everyday makeup palette, because how you feel that day is an everyday makeup palette, but I do feel like you can really make a lot of looks out of these. You can get a neutral look out of this. You can go bold, you can go colorful, you can be sparkly, and you can be matte. I do wish that there was more matte palette. It would be nice if there was more matte colors in this palette, but that's not the end of the world for me because I have matte palettes that I can pull from if I want a different transition shade. Custard, this to me makes a really nice transition shade, even though this is actually a cheek, who cares, it's makeup, you do what you want. This also to me makes a really nice transition shade, and even if you're going for a more purple look, I would even use this cheek shade if I was going to do like a transition with that. So you definitely can make multiple looks exclusively using this palette. Like this brown will do really well with you know, getting in the crease and shadowing out the creases, so as well as the smoke and ebony. So you could do a cool smoke, you could do a brown smoky eye look. I mean, you could do a golden look right here, you could do a pinky look. There's a lot of different things. I mean, over here there's just so much more that you can do, and I want to start playing more on this side because I do tend to pull towards more warm looks, and you can just play. Like I have seriously, since I've gotten this, I sit at my desk / vanity, and on my mommy time when my son is asleep, I've been having fun with this, guy. So $39 at Sephora. You have to actually click on the sales section when you go look for it. I'm pretty sure you could probably Google Smashbox palettes, but I would just click right on the sales section and grab this right away if you can. I think it's a beautiful palette. I definitely think it's worth $39. I haven't yet played with it enough to know if I would have paid $65 for it, because to me, if I'm paying $65, I'm gonna love the texture of all the shadows, and I don't. I'm gonna be quite honest. And I have these two. I actually have both highlights on today because I was just being real extra, but I haven't tried yet on my face the blushes. But when I swatched them, they just blended beautifully, and I do find that although there are some powdery colors, they do blend wonderfully, and the colors build up well. Another technique really quickly that works really well with some of these colors, not so much the cream ones, but the more powdery shades, if you actually take your brush and like spray it with a setting spray, like I love the L'Oreal Infallible spray, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set, the makeup extender. So if you actually take your brush, spray it really quickly with this, with the more powdery shades, it'll actually intensify the color and just make it a little bit more creamier. So that's just a little tip and trick if you find that colors are not giving you the color payoff that you want, or they're not, they're just so powdery. If you spray your brush with this, or if you have like MAC Fix Plus, you can spray it with that as well. Just any setting spray or primer spray, you can I would say a setting spray over a primer spray, but except for the MAC Fix Plus, because that's amazing. Just spray it on there and then go to town. with that said, that's all I have for you today. I promise there's going to be some hair videos coming out really soon, and I have some skincare videos. I also have some lifestyle videos coming up. So I know it's been a little bit makeup heavy the last couple weeks, but there's more to come. I have a lot of great ideas for you guys, so stick with me. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, like this video if you are excited about this, even if you're not going to get it. I mean, it's just fun to look at, and then it lets you know that more than likely there'll be another palette this year, so start saving your coins. But I share that with you so that if you have the money, you can get it now, go ahead and get it. If not, but you think you may want to be on the lookout, hey, start saving now for when those holiday packages come out, so that way you're prepared and you're ready to get on it, because they do go quick and they are limited edition. So this isn't necessarily an item you would typically get on sale, but when you can do it, go ahead. And I also wanted to include some more high-end products, because while your girl is all about saving them coins, I do like high-end makeup just as much as I like drugstore makeup, so I want to make sure I give you variety in that sense as well. So that's the end of the video. Don't forget to check me out at casualchrissy.com. Subscribe, like down below. See you later.